Okay. All right.
You ready? Yeah. Well, just want to say, we are humble brothers who know that God is working through us. So I am Dr. Joseph Fowler Jr.,
I'm Dr. Brandon K. Williams.
and we are co-founders of Mind for Life. We are chiropractors. We're located in the Lakewood Heights area near downtown Atlanta. We have late hours. We open to 9 p.m. Probably one of the only doctor's offices, or maybe the only doctor's office in Atlanta, Georgia, is open to 9 p.m. So, and we do that because we want to make it convenient for our patients to get to us. Because we know Atlanta traffic. We have a lot of other offices that typically close down between 5, 6, and 7, and doesn't allow people who have full-time jobs to conveniently and not only conveniently, but to be able to maintain a good health regimen when it comes to chiropractic.
Absolutely. So as we have now embarked onto a new year, 2025, we know that, optimal health is top of mind for a lot of people. So as you're doing that, as you're embarking on your journey to get healthy, know that chiropractic is a part of that journey. Chiropractic is one of the things that allows us to be able to function optimally. It's not just about being out of pain,
Right.
but it's about being able to function properly, about your body being able to function properly so that you can go through life, not just pain free, but functioning as a human being as you should. So we're just having a casual conversation, as we typically do at the end of our treatment day.
Yeah.
Our last patient just left the office. So Dr. Fowler and I, we typically have what I like to call fireside chats, just kind of debriefing about the day and some of the patients that we may have seen. Typically, we'll discuss a few cases, just to update each other on some of the things that we've experienced, so that we can, continue to help the people that we serve. So
yeah. Speaking of patients, we when we work in the and we work in the industry that is centered around service. One of the things that we have to do, we have to be patient. Have patience, because we'll have patients who may have misconceptions about what we do, maybe, and those misconceptions can lead to them being scared and all that. So I had a patient today. This was their first time in a chiropractic office, and so they had heard about a lot of, again, like I say, misconceptions. That people had told them. Matter of fact, they were at work and the person told them that doctor gonna do it and all that kind of stuff. So of course that just made them even more anxious and all that. And so we what we do. We make you feel like home. That's what we do. We always say welcome home when you come into to this office. And so this particular patient, once I got this patient in the room and noticed all the anxiety and all that, and we had conversations. That's what we do. We just have conversations. And the one thing that Dr. Williams and I don't do is we don't force anything. So if you're coming to us and you're anxious, and we try to perform a particular move or adjustment, if you are tensing up, we're just not going to do it until you trust, because this is about trust. We build trust with our patients. And so anyway, this patient was anxious today, and by the end of the session, this patient was totally relaxed. I was able to do all of what I need to do, and they actually felt 100 times better than they did before they walked in.
Yeah, we, given the type of work that we do and the type of chiropractic that we practice, it's quite common that we have a lot of first timers. So people that have never experienced chiropractic before. So as you mentioned, that requires us to be counselors, if you will. We have to counsel people on what it is that we do.
Right.
And so, it starts with a tutorial. We always start out with, the models, showing models of the spine and other parts of the body, explaining chiropractic, breaking it down, what it, how it affects the body,
Right.
what the adjustment is. We even, go into explaining the chiropractic adjustment table and how it works, because once the patient has a better understanding, it puts them at ease.
Yeah.
And that's first and foremost. You got to be comfortable. You got to be at ease
Hmm.
in order to get the best and the optimal result
Yeah. Yeah.
from the treatment.
From treatment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we again we're in a season. It's winter now.
Yeah. So we just experienced Snowmageddon 2025.
2025. That's right.
So Atlanta just got a few inches of snow and a little bit of ice. So
Yeah.
that's you know akin to a blizzard anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Oh my goodness.
But I just had a patient. Unfortunately, he succumbed to the black ice.
Uh-oh.
So he actually had a fall over the weekend,
Oh,
sitting
man
on some
down.
black ice. So luckily, here at Line for Life, we are full body chiropractors. So we don't just treat the spine.
That's right.
We treat the extremities as well.
That's right.
So this particular patient actually fell forward, fell onto his elbows. So in addition to getting his spine aligned and his pelvis aligned, I also had to align his shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hands on both sides.
Yeah.
Because he fell out, in order to brace himself, which we typically do when we fall.
Right.
So, I had to take a look and analyze all of that and adjust all of that. So obviously, thankfully, he felt a lot better when he left.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
But that just goes to show, be careful, in certain situations, especially like I said, it's winter time. We getting winter weather around the country, especially snow and ice. You got to be careful, but do trust and know that in those situations, slip and falls, things of that nature, chiropractic is a formidable treatment for that, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We just said about winter, and one thing that often happens in the winter months is colds. People get colds, viruses, and colds tend to proliferate more in the winter because people are inside more. It may not necessarily be that the virus or cold itself is a detrimental situation, but the fact that the environment is created for it to be detrimental. And so there's one that's going around now, a virus. People think it's new, but it's been around. It's HMPV, which is human metapneumovirus. And so it's a virus that seems to be running rampant in China. I looked at this on the news a day or so ago. And so, again, with most viruses, most colds proliferate in the winter because people don't want to be outside. They're inside and all that. And close quarters kind of helps it. And so, when we talk about just any virus, any cold, what are some things that we need to do? First of all, we need to be hydrated. We have to be hydrated. The rule of thumb for hydration, water specifically, is that we should be drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water every day. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking at least 100 ounces of water every day, because the body is always asking for water. We eliminate water through sweat, bowel movement, urination. If you get a cut, you see blood, but there's water in that cut too. So we're always, the body rather, is always asking for water. And so when we have ailments that come upon us, the body asks for what it always asks for and then some. So water is a great way to help prevent and help to dampen the effects of a virus or cold.
And of course, the chiropractic adjustment really helps to boost the immune system. So the immune system is the part of our body that fights viruses, fights colds, fights flus, things of that nature. So especially in the winter months when we are in these closed, cramped quarters, and things can be spread, viruses and things of that nature can be spread. We have to ensure that our immune systems are functioning optimally. So with the chiropractic adjustment is what is helping to enhance the function of the nervous system. So the central nervous system, which consists of the brain and spinal cord, is the foundation for all of the systems in the body, including the immune system. So if the nervous system isn't functioning properly, then it can affect negatively the proper function of the immune system. So chiropractic has been found and been researched and found to positively affect the proper function of our immune system. So it is always helpful, especially in winter months, to make sure that you're getting a regular chiropractic adjustment so that you can have the best defense when it comes to warding off these viruses and colds.
That's right. That's right. So I think we are good for today. I mean, this is typically what we do at the end of the day. That's why we call this the last hour. And what we always say around here is proper chiropractic care, proper nutrition, proper exercise, and proper rest. That will make you a better you.
Absolutely. If you want to be fine, take care of your spine.
Take care of your spine.
For more, follow us at align.forlife on Instagram.